Hi guys, what we're going to be doing today, we're going to go over to my granddaughter's place and we're going to work on cars. I got brakes. I got to do brake pads on mine. I'm going to check the rotors out. Hopefully I can get away without needing them, but if I do, then I'll just wait and order them. I got to do an oil change on this. These are brake rotors and pads for the wife's car. She's going to be bringing them over later. But I'm going to have the fun of wrenching all day. So let's get at it. Well, luckily, she only lives maybe 3 miles away, and we're going to be setting up the garage over time to get so we can work out of it. And I have been looking for a winter project, and maybe that will come about here pretty soon. What I'm wanting to do is a Jeep. Been looking at X-Jays and Wranglers. It all depends on what I can find. And a decent price and decent shape. It's going to be a low buck build, so keep your eyes open for that. I'll make it a series, but let's roll. Let's get her done. Well, right up here on the left, see through the trees, that white two-story is my granddaughter's. And I think she's parked in the driveway. Oh, I can get around her. Got to do a little bit of work around here, weed whipping and cleaning, fixing her driveway. So let me go open the garage. Well, we got to move some things, clean some things up. Check this out. We got bees. Bunch of dead bees. She says they're in the wall, so we're going to look into that too and see what's going on. I do know somebody that will take them, come and get them. But let's get started. Well, we got things moved, make some room. We cleaned up, swept up all the bees, trying to make room and more organized on where parts will be, like the floor jacks and the jack stands. I still got to do a lot of moving around, like this insulation, and I don't even know why that's down here, but I want to be able to access the mower to mow the yard. Yeah, and then, we got some trash cans we brought down from up at the house that she had in the basement. We're using that one for steel scrap, and then this one over here for garbage. I got to wipe down the creepers because they were over where the bees were and got stuff all over them. And I'm going to back the vehicle in, and we're going to get her up in the air and get her started. We got the car in the garage. We're going to do oil change, and I got to check my brake pads and rotors. And I know the pads are getting down, but the rotors I just want to check and see. But we got a guest mechanic with us. It's my granddaughter, Ciara. Say hi.
Hello.
But she's got a little bit wrenching under her belt. We're going to teach her, and she wants to learn, so we're out here. So we're going to get this thing up on the ramps, and she's going to start on the oil change, and then we're going to get to the checking the brakes out. Yeah, and then just sometimes it helps if you give your hand a little whack with your other hand, just to help pop it loose. No, maybe not. Okay, we'll get it cheaper.
I've got one in my toolbox. It's in the top part of the toolbox. I think maybe the 3rd drawer down or the 4th drawer down.
Well, I'm going to show you something.
Oh, with another wrench.
Yep. Now you try to keep that straight, because that will roll on there. There, yeah, see, just a little more leverage will do it. You're probably going to want...
That's alright, I know my hands are going to get covered.
Yeah, well, if you wanted gloves, I can get you... No?
No, I ain't worried about it.
Then I'll get you a rag. Boy, you're making a mess.
Yeah, no shit.
Okay, hold on. Here, go ahead and take that out. I'll pull the bolt out.
Well, I could do it with this, but I figured it would have come off.
Came out a little easier.
Yeah, by hand.
That's what.
Least.
Oh, you're messy.
Fuck.
You'll have that though. Yeah. You know, it's gonna come out pretty quickly. Okay, go get cleaned up. Holy crap.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, she needed it. Look how runny that crap is. Oh, I need to pop that little. Yeah. There you go. Now she's quit draining. We'll just put the. You always look at the end of the drain bolts, because these are magnetic, and if you wipe the end, see there's nothing on it. If you find metal shavings, that usually can tell you that you're getting engine wear, because that's magnetic. And any shavings from the crankshaft and bearings and all that will stick to that. So if you got an excessive amount of metal on there, then you know you got some engine wear. So high mileage engines, usually that's when you'll start seeing it. But this has 147,000 miles on it maybe. So it's not, it's up there, but it's not 200, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Your car being just right around 100,000
Mm-hmm.
probably wouldn't have any shavings or anything on that.
Good to know.
Yeah. So go ahead and stuff that back in, and then we'll get to the filter, which this one's a pain in the rear, which I'll show you where it is. Let everybody show everybody else. Oh, by the way, we didn't say this is a 2007 Ford Explorer Xlt with the V8 for, I think it's a 4.6 liter. But it's the V8. You're only going to get this in a V6 or a V8. So. And what size was that? Nut? There, the plug?
5/8.
5/8, or in millimeters, it probably would be a 15 millimeter. 14, 15 millimeters, somewhere there.
Yeah.
Screw that metric system shit. Okay, we are done there. Get cleaned up and come around this end.
Let me get that.
Oh, you want that?
No,
Or,
that so I.
oh, the
can
wrench.
Yeah.
Duh. See, you're thinking better quick more than I am. I didn't even. It would have probably popped out. If,
It would have for sure.
that would have been not good. Yeah, just give it a snug. That's all you really need to have it. You don't need to rake them down. Alrighty. On the Ford V8, I don't know about the 6. This is the front of the car, as you can see. Get the light on it. Right there's the filter. It's a pain in the rear to reach up in there. It's right beside the crankshaft pulley. But hopefully I can crack that loose by hand. If not, we're going to put a wrench on it. And Ciara's going to change her out. But let's see if I can get this thing loose. Alrighty. I did get it loose. I had to fight with it, but now we're gonna. It might be best to be on. You don't want to be on the creeper? Can you get the pan underneath? Like I said.
Yep.
Don't let it slip out of your hand, because yeah, then it's yeah, good, cool.
Just like that.
Yep, and then if you look in the pan, I'll show you that. Bring the pan out a little bit. You see where that this little raised section is? Yeah, if you set it just like that, it drains it.
Just like that.
Yeah, yep. Alrighty, and then since it's up on the jack stands, you want to. This vehicle takes 6 quarts of oil. So the best thing to do is when you want to check your oil afterwards is right now what we need to put in is that these jugs hold 5 quart. This one here holds 5 quarts of oil. So we're going to put the whole thing in. And then we're going to start the vehicle up, roll it off the ramps, shut it back down, let it sit and settle for a bit, because you want all the oil to drain back into the oil pan, because you won't get an accurate reading if you check it right after it starts, because there's oil still in the top side of the motor. Let it all drain down, so you let it sit for about anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes, and then all your oil should be drained and you can get an accurate reading. Then you top off your oil, and that's that. So that's what we're going to get this poured in there. And I've done an oil change once, years and years ago when I was all hell, 15, 16, first starting to drive.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to put the freaking oil plug back in the oil pan. And I poured all the oil out. I put oil into the freaking engine thinking I'm putting oil in. It's all going right back out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, what a waste that was. And that's on one of the older V8s, you know. When they have, you know, they hold probably about as much as this, if not more. It's
oh my
like,
gosh,
oh my
that'd
Lord.
be terrible.
Yep.
Alright.
Alrighty. Alright, and then we'll just fire her up and pull her off the stands.
Stick.
Yeah, check the level. The dipstick will be the little yellow dooflinky. Pull.
I'm trying. Lord help me.
What the hell?
Christ.
I don't think you're that weak.
It was in there.
Yeah, just wipe it off and then stick it back in and get your measurement. Checking it the first time is never the most accurate. I'll have to look into that and see why that's sticking in there.
I think it just got built up on the ends here.
Could be. And we need to add because it's not even on the dipstick yet. So like I said, this takes about 6 quarts and we put 5 in it. So we'll grab the other quart and we'll add that.
Oh,
It's just on the tip.
Barely on it.
Yep. Just barely on the tip, and we want it to have it within this hash mark. This is full. You never want it full. You want it just about full. You want it, there's little hash marks on the dipstick. Boy, those bees are getting active now.
Yeah.
You probably can hear it in the video. Here, look. There's one there. Probably see them flying around. We got a bee's nest in the wall right here. I'll have to take you out, guys, outside and show you that before we get done. But yeah, we'll add that other quart. Grab that single one over there. Because that's a different oil. I don't know if I really wanted to add the same, you know, this is a high mileage oil. Mm-hmm. And I mean, they're both Valvoline, but I don't want to, I mean, if it's the same weight, I don't see what would be the difference. But, okay, now since you get about half, go ahead and we'll re-stick the dipstick and just add if we have to. You never want to overfill it. You need it. Comes out easier now.
Yeah, like I said, I think it was just filled up on there.
And where are we at now? About halfway up the hash?
About halfway up.
Yeah, add the rest of that quart. Then we'll just let it sit for a second because it does have to drain to the bottom of the engine. But it's definitely getting to where we want it. They're pretty loud over there, ain't they?
Oh, they're definitely, there's got to be a lot more out there because I didn't hear them like this through the wall yesterday.
I bet you there's, I bet you.
That's them in the fucking wall.
Yeah, I bet you might have to pull the paneling.
Yeah, they're going straight up through there.
Yeah, so I bet you they could be above the insulation, or hopefully they're not inside the wall. But I'll get hold of my buddy and
Huh? All right.
go ahead and check her again. Pretty close.
Yeah, we're at the top now.
Yep, we're good then.
We're good to go.
Get out here and show you these bees.
Yeah, you can come on up.
They're all going in that hole. We have no idea
They're loud.
if they're... We went upstairs and looked up. We didn't see nothing upstairs, but I bet you any money. Because if you look between the board right here, you can see the header board, and then you can see the board for the floor for upstairs. So the floor for upstairs starts about 4 inches higher than that hole.
Yeah. You landed on me.
But yeah, we definitely need to do something about that. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up and not the finger. Remember to like and subscribe. Click that bell icon. That tells you when I put up another video. Leave a comment below. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.